I see a few people on here already. Welcome to Saya Swag. I am Sister Swag, and every month I try to take over her channel once, and this will be the June takeover. I might do the July takeover next week because she's traveling so much, so you might get a lot of me. Super glad to be here and excited to sew up something on my beautiful machine that I love, that she told me I needed, and I argued with her, and I can't deny that I love it. So I hope you guys all had a great week. Happy Friday. Hey Glenda, hey Katie. I actually practiced. I know a lot of times I get on here and say I meant to practice, but I didn't. I practiced. It doesn't mean I won't make mistakes. I'll probably make different mistakes than I made yesterday. That's life, right? All right. Oh, hey, so crafty Liz. I've got my M&Ms, my pretend M&Ms that you gave me, and my real M&Ms that someone else gave me. Shall we try one? That's delicious. Hi, Ellie. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't have eaten that. Oh, you live near Muir Woods? That place is so beautiful. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Mimsy, is my van fixed? It is. We'll just keep pouring money into it. You know how when your car's paid off and then a big repair comes and you have this conversation of, should I get it fixed or is it time to turn it in? We've had this conversation so many times in the last 2 years. And if I would have been able to see into the future, we would have got a new car 2 years ago. But instead, we just keep pouring money into it, and I tell it I love it. I love it. It's true. I love my minivan, even though it keeps dumping me in the middle of the desert. All right, Diane, nice to see you. Hope you rested up. Yeah, I've been home for less than 1 week of the last 4 weeks between the 2-week trip that I took with Kasaya and some of my family, and then we came home for 6 days. Then we left again for a family reunion for my husband's side of the family. And then on the way home, the van broke, and so I didn't make it home for a few more days. And so it's been a month and I haven't really been home. So it's super nice to be home. The last few mornings when I wake up, I have to ask myself, where am I? And then I realize I'm in my house and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. So I thought we would do a little Friday sew. Kasaya's traveling, and when the cat's away, you know what they say, we are the mice and we shall play. So for those of you who are just joining or I don't know you yet, my name is Susan. I am Kasaya's sister. This is her channel. The disclaimer is never judge the quality of her channel by me. I am purely entertainment. She is the quality. So hello from Northern California. Awesome. So I try to sew something up from a different perspective. I'm just kind of learning along with everyone, and it's fun, and I have all of her logins. So we're going to do whatever we want. Mwahaha. Today we are going to sew up 2, 3, or 4 glasses cases depending on how fast it goes. If I have issues or it takes longer than I thought, then we'll just do 2 of them. If it goes smoothly, then we'll have time to do all 4 because 2 of them are actually super fast, like zippity doodah, and then you flip it, zippity a, and you've got a case. So the first one we're going to do is, I'll show you my examples and I'll kind of tell you what happened with them. So this is the glasses case by Made for Mermaids, M4M, and it's just cloth, no hardware on it. It's just 2 pieces of cloth. I did put some, what's that, SF101 on this part. Now I'll tell you, this was supposed to be my inside and this was supposed to be my outside. Oops. I cut it wrong or I folded it wrong. I don't know, but when I was done, I was like, huh, well, that's opposite. So for the video today, I cut out both. I cut out mirrors of everything just in case I did it wrong. So hopefully we'll figure it out. This one you're gonna see is pretty simple and it's just a slip, slips right in there. I wish it would have asked me to top stitch this, so I might do that today before I put it together if I can figure it out. But this to me takes up, if I'm just junky Amazon glasses and I don't care about them too much, but I don't want them to get scratched, that is perfect and it takes up hardly any space. So I think all these cases have their purpose, but they're very different. Okay, so that's this one. The next one we're gonna do is this one by Spencer Ogg. This one's called the Groovy Case, I think. I'll look up the exact name. The Groovy Glasses Case. And this is a free pattern by Spencer Ogg. You just go in there and download it. And she has a really awesome, like 14, 15-minute video of her sewing it really fast. Not that I'll be as fast as her, but it's a great video. So this one just is a classic like envelope folded one like that. And I also have some readers in here. But this one I feel could also be great for something a little bit more fancy. But see how floppy it is? So I'm gonna try something new today. I interfaced this time the outside with Decaville Light to see if it could be more of a structured case, because I didn't love this. But I put some band and music stuff on the inside that someone gave me. One of the Nomies gave it to me. Sarah, I'm gonna show yours next. Sarah already cleaned one of these. Okay, so that's the Spencer Ogg Groovy Glasses case. We're gonna do that one second. The only hardware for that one is a magnetic snap. Pow. The next one, hey Gypsy Woman, is the Taco Tuesday. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Taco Tuesday case. And this one has a zipper, half of a zipper tape and one zipper, and that's what it has. And you just go boop. And this one I feel could do, I meant to go bring some beefy sunglasses down. I forgot. This one has a little more to it. So you could fit something a little bit thicker in there. And if you wanted it padded, I was thinking you could probably just put foam in it. And there's a pattern for this one. This is the Taco Tuesday case by Kaya Papaya. These all have patterns. So you just go by it. You don't have to like guess or anything. So this is the Taco Tuesday. Sarah has already claimed this one. Sarah, I got a little bit off on one part, and I sat here at my machine and I thought, should I fix that? And then I thought, nah. And then you're like, I want it. And I thought, well, maybe I should have fixed it, but whatever. Okay, so that's the Taco Tuesday. I actually really like this one. I like them all. And then the one that I was nervous for, I was really nervous to make it because, I don't know why, but I was. This is the Prism case. And this one is by Oso Gecko. And I did this one out of cork and I missed. Can you see? I missed. This is supposed to go lower, and this is a tag I stole from Kasai's closet. Don't tell her. She's not watching. She won't know. No, she gave it to me, but this is her little needle end heart thing. And I didn't center it. I put the bottom of it at the mark rather than centering it on the mark. So I'm going to try again today. I'm going to put a tag on this one for today, and I'm going to put it lower. So it is a Prism case. So it's like basically a triangle fold, and it has these foldable gussets in it. And I'll show you when we get to this. We'll do this one for sure because, oh, maybe I shouldn't end with this one. Well, we'll make a decision in a minute. So that's the Prism case. This one is definitely sturdier, but it's because I made it out of cork. I suppose you can make any of them out of anything. You just have to think about, can you turn it? So I just put some bigger ones in there and it folds totally fine. But this one is not like bendy, so it's sturdy. Okay, so should we do it? Let's do it. I actually do need some of these glasses back. Excuse me. Thank you very much. I'm gonna get these out of the way. Sarah, I'll take care of your precious for you. Sarah, I need your address. I could probably look it up actually. I could look it up. So we're gonna put these cases away. Away with you, cases. And we're gonna start with the glasses case by Made for Mermaids. So I'm gonna move my camera angle and we're gonna get jiggy with it. You guys ready? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I'm in the corner of the basement, as you can tell. I've secluded myself to the corner. I didn't pull the table out. I just thought, oh, it's fine. We can stay right here. So hopefully, even though it's bland and boring, I hope it is okay. Oh, and maybe I should show you. The stickers that are going onto my table are the Sew in the States stickers in the order that we did them. So we've done 16 so far. So I just added my last 6 from our last trip. I'll show them to you. It starts with Maryland and Delaware and Pennsylvania. Mimsy, you keep moving your sewing table. I know, I'm trying to figure out where in the world I'm gonna put it. and Ohio and West Virginia, and hopefully you can see this, Virginia. So there's my last 6 stickers. I have all 16 of them, and then we will do our next 4 states at the end of August. So that's kind of fun. I'm just gonna use all white thread today because I'm trying to get through all 4, and I didn't want to, I don't know, I guess I didn't want to spend any time rethreading and doing all that. So you'll have to tell me if this view is okay or if you see too much of me. Sometimes it's too much of me and not enough of the table. Did Kasaya make it to Cabo? Indeed she did. I checked, I have her on Friend Finder, AKA the Stalker app, and I found her. She's there. She's by herself, so we have to track her and make sure she's good. Mimsy, you live in Pennsylvania and I read your comment at the same time? That's funny. Okay, so this is the Glasses case by Made for Mermaids, and this is the one that ends up being this. It's this one. Okay, so you can see I'm trying again. I wanted this on the outside, so we're gonna try again. I just have this that I got from Wonderground. It's the smoothie stuff. And then this, hey Mo, this is cotton, and I've just lined the cotton with SF 101 just to give it a little something something. So what you're gonna do first is you're just gonna go right sides together. I wrote cheat sheets for myself so I wouldn't have to look up a million things. So let me grab my cheat sheet. Okay, I'm gonna go right sides together. I'm gonna clip all the way around except for this bottom piece right here. And that one I am going to stay open. Okay, let's do it. Annette, this pattern is by Made for Mermaids. It's just called the Glasses case or the felt glasses case. Made for Mermaids. And this, my friends, is a free pattern. 2 free patterns today and 2 that I purchased. So I thought that was a nice variety. And I didn't do, it's not like I did a bunch of research and I was like, these are the best 4 cases on the market. I literally looked up Glasses cases and I thought, okay, that one, that one, that one, that one for this video. So if you have other glass cases that you like better, share it with us. But these are fun because they're all very different, which is kind of why I liked them. Because you might have fancy glasses, little glasses, sunglasses that are chunky. You might have cheap Amazon readers that you don't care about as much. You might have a little purse or a big purse. And so I think it just depends on, oh, you guys, I can't even get it straight. Just depends on you. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's okay. So I'm gonna stitch this, and since it's a free pattern, I can just tell you everything I'm doing, I think. I'm gonna stitch this 1/4 inch all the way around, except for leaving the bottom straight edge open to the elements. And I went ahead and pre-wound 3 bobbins, so we won't be having bobbin issues, hopefully, knock on wood. I shouldn't say that, should I? You should never say what's not gonna happen, because it'll happen. About an hour before we left to leave home for our family reunion, we were all sitting outside, loading up all our cars. I was talking to one of my husband's brothers, telling them how much we loved our van. And even though it had given us some fits, it was all better and we loved it and I want to drive it forever. And then a few minutes later, we broke down. Sorry, it's pulling weird and I can't figure out what's happening here. So I'm gonna go slow. What's happening? There we go. Must not like the cotton. No, already on my first one, I've got issues. That's all right. We'll just pull it off and start again. So sometimes the things hear you. When you say things to the universe, it says, ha, ha, ha. I think not. It's doing this funky thing where it's pulling on the back. And so I'm just gonna pull the bobbin out and put it back in. All right, let me read all the awesome comments. Oh, Hungry Hippie has a cool eyeglasses case. All right, I need to do that one. Try that one. The Pink Pony glasses case. Okay. Called the Raccoon case. Ellie glasses by Unicats. Oh, someone else mentioned that too on one of the threads. So I've got to look that one up too. Hi from Quebec City. That's awesome. You know what? Maybe I should just flip it, Annette. Should I just sew it from the other side? Well, it doesn't matter how prepared I am. My videos always start out like this. But it means we get a party together longer. Okay. Let's try that again, little guy. Come here, you. Oops, it's so small I can't catch it. Okay. We're just gonna try that again. I'm just gonna take it a little bit. It just kind of ate up the cotton, so I'm gonna turn it over. I just put the bobbin back in and rethreaded my needle real quick. And we're just gonna unpick a little bit and we'll turn it over, see if it likes the other side better. That's the first time I've had this machine eat cotton up. You know what? I did mess with the tension yesterday. The tension was weird and I made it tighter. I wonder if that's what did it. Yep. I bet that's it. And yes, I am tracking Kasaya. She decided to go to Mexico by herself, which I think she probably does need a little alone time. I wish she wouldn't do that alone time in Mexico by herself, but you know what? She'll be all right. All right. So once again, we're just going to stitch up, and I'm going to do it this way instead. I will do the cotton on the bottom this time. Or maybe I did have the cotton on the bottom. I got nothing. I've got nothing for ya. Let's see how we do. So far, so good. I have to kind of go slow around my corners or on curves. I don't know about you guys, but my curve game is not super strong. One more. Oh yeah. Yep, no problems. Okay, right to where I ended. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip the I'm going to trim the corners a little bit on this. I'm going to take these ones. Can you guys see okay? Is that angle good? There's a new one from Chaos Kona, the Shade Slayer. Oh, cool. I'm going to have to, I guess I'll have to go on a glasses case spree. I don't know. I thought this was fun. I'm a nerd and I enjoy notebook covers and glasses cases, and I found a tissue box case and I bought the pattern because I have a friend who I swear has a tissue box in every space of her house. And I thought, maybe I'll make some tissue box cases just for fun. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this baby out. Oh no, we're not going to turn it yet. We're going to smash the seams together, all right? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put middle seam to middle seam. Okay, and there's a curved side here. See my curved side? I'm going to smash that one in. And I had to kind of, yesterday I was like, what? Smash that in, smash that in, smash that in. So I'm going to end up with these seams touching, and I'm going to end up with 4 layers. Okay. And I'm going to fold this inside. Basically, you're folding one inside the other and just trying, I'm just with my fingers pressing it, trying to make it go as far down as it can so that my ends are together. Hey, Christine Whitaker. I hope your week's gone great, everyone. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Okay. I'm almost there. And the reason why I say I'm almost there is because do you see how this side's poking out a little bit? What that means is this corner that I meshed in here needs to come down more. And so I'm just going to work it with my fingers until I can really press that in there until this end is lined up. Boop. There we go. We're all lined up. So now it's matching. Can you see that okay? It's matching. Okay, so the next step, it says 2 things. And to me, the 2 things, I had a hard time understanding how they were the same thing. It said 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch, and it's like a French seam. You want to hide one with the other, right? You want to hide it. So I want to be able to catch both of these layers together. And so what I did yesterday is I just felt with my fingers about how far it would take to catch them both. So now I'm going to sew from one end to the other, zippity-doo-dah, trying to catch my second set of layers. Okay. Making a free glasses case pattern. It's just called the glasses case pattern by Made for Mermaids. Okay, so now I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to catch them both, I hope. And I'll know in a minute if I caught them. Kind of look down in here and see. Yep, I caught it. Boom. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and clip the corners of this. I might actually I'm going to take a little of this bulk off. I'm realizing when I turned mine yesterday, that might have been part of the problem, is that there was a little too much bulk. Okay, so now you want to turn it so that your lining fabric is on the outside. Okay, and I hope if I did it right, then my lining is the green. So I'm going to turn them both up through the green one. We're about to find out if I did it right. Yesterday I ended up with the outside as the inside and vice versa. The Shade Slayer. That's the new one? Okay, I'll have to look that one up. Okay, I'm gonna take my pointy tool. Okay, someone here gave this to me. Who gave this to me? It must have been either someone on our recent trip or someone on our Georgia, Alabama trip, and I'm having a moment trying to remember who gave it to me. I don't know if I did it wrong again, but whatever. We'll find out. Okay, so now we have the lining on the outside, and I'm just gonna sew a 1/4 inch along the bottom so I can finish this bottom edge, and then we flip it and that's it. That one will be done. It's actually already the home stretch for this one, guys. Home stretch. Okay, I'm gonna make sure everything's lying nice and flat. As flat as I can get. I mean, you could press it. That would have really helped. But I'm not, so there's that. Now this one didn't take any tape or anything. I'm hesitating because I can see what's happening here. The seam is rolling, and so I just want to make sure that I get it flat and so it's not twisted. In case you're wondering my hesitation, I keep seeing it want to roll over, and I don't want it to do that. Okay, 1/4 inch, of course you want to, you want to make sure that you are back stitching at the front and back. And it says you can come back with a zigzag, but I just went twice, forward and backwards. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and trim this one. Just there's less bulk. Okay, and I'm gonna carefully trim these corners without getting the stitching. If I did it right, then we're turn and burn and done on this one. Beth, this is it so far. This is the first one. Looks like we're 27 minutes into it. I guess I did a little too long of an introduction, but that's okay. Hi, Rose. Happy Friday to you. Thank you, Beth. I love the M&Ms too. I really only have them on sewing videos now, so it's kind of fun. It's my sewing video treat. Oh, I missed a seam. I can see it. You know how that one sewing thing, that's okay. I think I know how we can fix it. I'm gonna show you what I did, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to fix it without having to undo it. Okay, I'm just trying to poke all my corners out. Ooh, that one looks good. Come here, you. Who gave me this pokey? Are you on here? Whoever you are, thank you. I didn't know how much I needed it. Okay, I did it with the right one on the outside. So this is the glasses case, but let me show you really quick. That one part where it said to try to catch the other seam, it looks like I missed a little bit. So rather than undoing it all, I'm just going to take it down here, okay? And I'm just gonna top stitch around. It'll be fine. I'll close it up. I mean, it's closed. It just, you can see the green. And so we're just gonna top stitch it so it's a little bit shut. Okay. Ha ha. It worked. All right, so I just added a top stitch around the side. It closed up that part where the green was poking out, reinforced it. Now let's see if it works. Dun, 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 zoop, plop, it worked. So there's our first one. That's awesome. Love it. Free pattern by Made for Mermaid. Glasses case, so easy. You just saw me do it really quickly. You could probably do it quicker. Okay, so that's case number one. I'll put that aside for a minute. We'll show it off at the end. And I actually got the polka dots on the outside. Whoop, whoop. Okay, next. Beth, I love how far you've come with your bag making from mom's machine to 2 of your own. I know, that's right. The first one was my mom's machine. It has been a lot of fun. Okay, my friends, we are moving on to Spencer Ogg. I like her patterns a lot. Her patterns are very Susan friendly. This is what we're gonna make. All right, we're gonna make this little guy. This is called the Groovy Glasses Case. And I've done a couple things ahead of time just to save time, but not much. Here we go. This one takes a magnetic snap. I have 2 pieces of Decaville to just put behind them. Okay, I have a piece of tape to go over it. I am going to be putting a tag on it. And then we have a piece of, I got this from someone who's getting ready to sell fabric, and it's some of the testing fabric. I'm super excited about this fabric. It's canvas, and the colors are incredible. So what I've done on this one, this is gonna be my interior. I put tape on it. This is a free pattern, so I think I can give away stuff. You measure a 3/4 inch up from the bottom, and you fold it to the line. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. I've already measured and put tape there, so I'm just gonna fold this one up to that line as well. So it's just giving that I'll show you. It's giving this part right here a finished edge, so it's not raw. That's what we're doing. So I'm gonna fold this down to the 3/4 inch line, which I believe is 3/8 of an inch of a fold. Okay, and you're gonna have these 2 little pieces hanging over, and that's totally normal. All right, so then before I put these together, I want to put this is my interior, and I never know which one to do. I think I'm putting the male part. You go to the center, you measure 1 inch up, and you bada bing. Bada bing. I already poked the holes before the video. Okay, I'm gonna put in my made up washer, and I just took a square of my Decaville, poked the holes in it according to the washer. I'm gonna put my washer over it, and then I'm going to put my prongs down. Get down. I thought rainbow hardware was good for this one because it had all these pretty colors in it. If I was feeling fun, I would change out to some variegated thread, but like I said, I didn't want you guys to have to suffer through that. So that's what that looks like. We've got one edge folded. We have the snap in there. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my tag on here. It says, made with love. I got this from Jade, Heartwood and Hide. And I am going to mark my center. Just a second, my ruler is out of reach. Oh, and I keep forgetting to read comments.
I'm gonna remake this.
Ooh, nice, okay. Hello from Northeast Ohio. Oh, is that the Kim that I met, or is it a different one? Can't keep up anymore. You're all beautiful. Okay, I don't really know where I should put this. It doesn't really say, because you don't really need one, but maybe I'll put the bottom like 1/4 of an inch up. Let's do it. All right, things are flying everywhere. That means we're having a good time, right? Check, make sure my needle's not sticky. Okay. Ooh, this white thread is really gonna stand out on this tag. No pressure, right? Pressure. Okay. Barely made that one. Don't you hate that? Too much or not enough, right? Okay. I'm just going to pull my threads through real quick so it can be so beautiful. I'll tie it off and then we're ready to assemble it together. So you just have to do some folding, the magnetic snap, and then a tag if you want it. And then it's time to assemble. Pretty simple. Oh, Beth, we're gonna be in your state with the Lynn's retreat. I'm super excited about that retreat. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've got to come up with all the games and prizes and entertainment throughout the time without bugging people. There's a fine line, isn't there? Sometimes you just want to go and have a little peace and quiet and have people not bug you. And sometimes you need entertainment. And sometimes there's people in the same room that need different things. So we'll get it worked out. All right, so here we go. There's my front. Okay, and here's my lining. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attach them together. And I'm going to sew everything except for this straight edge together at 3/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to clip it real quick. Yeah, I mean, I hope they have the option, right? Yes, these colors, thank you, they're gorgeous. The person who I'm testing these for, I think, yeah, should definitely carry this one. Colors are beautiful, but the fabric feels so good. Not all canvases are created equal. Someone showed me a picture the other day. It was Kat. I know Kat's not on here because she's traveling. She was making that same messenger bag that I made. And she was making it out of something, and I said, is that wax canvas? The picture's incredible. And she says it's something called wax twill. Have you guys heard of wax twill? I didn't even know that was a thing. That's pretty cool. All right, 3/8 of an inch all the way around. Annette, I hope you can snag a spot on that too. I really want you to come. That would be so fun. Would you be entertained by me, Annette, or would you want me to go away? We went to this one in California, and this lady told me to go away. And she was hilarious. I couldn't even be offended. She's like, nope, don't want any of that. I was like, okay. And I was just like saying, hey, good job. She goes, you need to leave me alone. Every time you talk to me, I mess up. I'm, oh, sorry. I mean, I had big plans. I was going to bring instruments and wear crazy clothes and do all these things, but I need to make sure that I know my audience. Okay, here come my curves. She had commented, this is Spencer Ox pattern, and in the video she made, she said sometimes when she's not in a hurry like she was in the video, she'll take the time to actually mark. I'm doing 3/8. She would mark 3/8 all the way around it. Which is another way you can make sure that you're not going weird on the curves. That worked out okay. Got a straightaway here, and then it slants. Yes to the instruments, okay. I mean, I'd really like to. Okay, so that's 3/8 around. My curves are okay. I sometimes go too big or too small on them. Yeah, it's okay. All right, I left this part open here because we still have to attach that other end of the magnetic snap. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim, trim, trim. Trimmy, trim, trim. Do-dum, do-dum, do-dum. Do-dum, do-dum, do-dum. Well, she actually said to trim kind of everything and then trim in, and then like pinking shears or cut into the curve. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna trim the whole thing down and cut into the curves, I think. Why not? Right? Why not? I mean, I have a bugle I can wear. I can strap it around me. I have an accordion I can strap. I can have the harmonica. I can get one of those things where you can like, it comes up to your mouth. You don't even have to hold it. I can have the melodica, and I can have different songs. I won't just go around playing noise, but different songs will mean different things, like break time or food time or name that tune time. And I won't do it all the time, just sometimes, right? And I can wear crazy pants, like a different color. I can wear crazy hats, big oversized sunglasses. I mean, I can do whatever the crowd demands. But I don't want to bug, because if people are coming for a nice relaxing retreat and they're like, what in the heck is this clown doing here? Then I'll feel bad. Okay, I'm just cutting out of the corners real quick. My pinking shears are terrible, so I'm just putting little triangles. I haven't looked up to read comments, sorry. Hopefully you guys are entertaining each other. Don't forget to use band oiler for all the instruments. Yes. Okay, Mo, I see you. Mo and I got to become friends on this last trip, and I really like her. Any of you who met her in person, you would say the same thing. You'd be like, wow, that Mo is pretty cool. Hey, Gabriella. She has her headphones on. She told me to let her know if Mo's here so she could say hi. I'll get her in here in a minute. She's very busy making another dragon. It's very serious. It's dragon making time. Her dragon puppets have evolved. They now have moving eyes on the inside. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I've trimmed the seam and I cut away the corners just a little bit. Did I do that wrong? Oh, I already turned it. That was so stupid. Oh, that's hilarious. No, I wrote my own dang instructions. That's the problem. What did I do wrong? I was supposed to sew them right side to right side, and I didn't do that, did I? I was supposed to sew them right side to right side, then flip it. Correct. No, I'm just thinking for a minute here. We're just thinking. Yeah, because I was talking. You know what, guys? Do you know what's going to be okay? It's just all going to be okay. Yep, I was supposed to sew right side to right side. You're probably all thinking, what is she doing right now? I don't know. But it's going to be fine, guys. Watch this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what you want to do is you want to sew them right sides together, okay? So I was just showing you what would happen if you accidentally did it the other way around. And it's going to be totally fine. Okay, so we'll pretend that we did it and we flipped it. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this together. It's totally fine. Okay, so now you're going to go from the bottom, okay, and you're going to measure up 2 3/4 inch from the bottom right here, and you're going to draw a line. Okay? See, it's fine. It's fine. If I wasn't doing a video, I would go back and do that, but you know what? I just don't think it's the end of the world if we just have an exposed edge. I could always go back and paint it or something, right? I'm not sure where my awesome pen went and all that. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now we're going to measure from the bottom because we need to put our other magnetic. It does say handmade on it, right? It says made with love. And you know what? What says love more than doing something wrong? I did it right yesterday when I practiced. Does anyone believe me? Probably not. You're probably like, yeah, right. That's funny. That's on the purple. Can't see that. Okay, so you're gonna fold this baby up. Okay. And what's gonna happen when you fold it is that you have this overhang and you're supposed to, all right? You're actually supposed to have an overhang. And what you do is you pull that overhang in to match the side and it lets it pop up. Pop. Yeah, I was trying not to have all of the instructions in front of me since I'm trying to get through 4. So I just wrote some little cliff notes thinking, oh, this will be fine. But if I would have looked at pictures too, it would have dawned on me. Well, I think it's still going to be beautiful, actually. The edges are going to look great. We're going to have multiple stitching, which always, to me, says bougie, bougie. Yeah, edge coat, it'll be fine. All right, so next what you're trying to do is you're clipping it up, and you see that I made the edges match, so now it pops up a little bit, all right? And then you're gonna fold it down and you're gonna figure out where to put the snap. And so the way I did it yesterday and it worked, I don't know if it will work today because everything that works off camera doesn't seem to work on camera. But I found that if I could mark my snap, I put marking on that, and then I'm going to come here and I'm going to fold it down. Boop. Beep, 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 boop, boop. Boom. Hey, it worked. There's a marking there. Do you see it? So Crafty Liz, it's all yours. The pink one is taken. Just message me, okay? All right, so now, because we haven't sewn this together yet, I can kind of reach down here and do that. So I'm going to do that next. I'm going to take my washer, and she even wants this one, even though I did it wrong. I do have a silver marker, Glenda, and it was right here, and now it's not here. Because once the video rolls, forget about it. Forget about it. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I just go through the exterior for this one. And I'm gonna make my little holes for my prongs. I just like to use my seam ripper. It seems somehow less dangerous than my blade, although anything in my hands can be a danger. So there's that. Okay, and I'm going to put a washer on the back. And I'm using Rainbow hardware for this one. Guess where I got it? My sister's closet. I took it. Yes, I did. She said I could. And then I'm going to put this little piece of Decaville on the back just to give it a little more something something. Keep it nice. Okay. I'm going to stick this washer on it. It's probably hard to see what I'm doing. Sorry. And I'm going to fold the prongs in. Why do you fold your prongs in, Susan, instead of out? The honest answer is because Kasaya told me to. That's it. It's just the way I do it because it's the way she does it. But I know some people go out instead of in. I say have at it. I've got a piece of tape ready to go, and I'm just going to pop that down there. Okay, so now we've got the snaps on. If I did it right, it will close. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, and then I'm going to unclip all this, and I'm going to finally close up this right here. Get all my clips out of the way. Okay, here we go. Be aware of where your foot is in relation to your snap. Mine's not close at all, but just in case. Okay, guys, we're in the home stretch on this one too. Almost done. Even with my little kerfuffle mistake I made. It's fine. Okay, so I've got the bottom closed up. I have my snap on. So I'm gonna put this back on with my clips, and I'm gonna make sure that I go like this, boop, when I clip it on. And then I'm going to do a top stitch to close it up and to finish the whole thing. And because I already have a stitch showing because I sewed it the wrong way initially, we're gonna end up with a double stitching. So I think what I'm gonna do is, rather than going with any particular seam, I'm gonna gauge off my thread lines that are already there, so it just looks like a double stitching around it. It'll be like, oh my goodness, it's a designer original. Or someone will say, wow, you screwed that one up, didn't you? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it from this side, and I'm gonna go bibbity boobity bobbity bop, and I'm gonna follow my stitch line that is showing because I did it weird, but you see I just trimmed it, so it's all approximately the same. Yes, it might fray, but I might just put some glue on it. I don't have edge coat paint. Not that fancy yet. I've been thinking of getting fancy, but I haven't got there yet. Here we go. I'm just gonna gauge off of that guy. Just make sure that edge is poked in. I'm gonna slow it around the corners. Get a little close to the hardware there, but I think we made it. Looks like we made it. Guys, this is it. This is the last of it, and then we're done with this one. This is the last few stitches. Isn't that a fun little project? I like this one a lot. I could see myself making more of these. Maybe the right way, maybe not. Maybe this will be my new twist on that. Because why have a finished edge when you can have an unfinished edge? You know what I mean? Maybe it's the new thing. Do we have any more weird threads? Weird thread here. All right, let's see how we did. Done, done, done. Glasses in there, snap down, and there it is, made with love, with double stitching and raw edges. Do you know the edges actually don't look bad at all? How about that? They don't look bad. Huh. So here's how it looks with finished edges. And here's how it looks with the raw open edges. It's fine. I do need these glasses back though. Well, so crafty Liz, I hope you want some raw finished edge because that one's yours. Okay? Made with love. That's kind of cute. So if you're just getting here, we already made this one. It's a slip-in one. Bijou. We just finished this one. Bijou. And now we are starting on the Taco Tuesday, or whatever this is. Taco Tuesday. Okay? You guys ready for some Taco Tuesday? Let's do it. Let me go grab it. I thought it was weird that I didn't have to turn it. Oh well, whatever. But isn't that real life? Like, you make mistakes and you either go back and fix it, which would work, or you move forward and make it your own thing, which also works. That's why I don't sell bags, right? Because people be like, you made it wrong. Yeah, I did. All right, my friends, here we go. The Taco Tuesday by Kaya Papaya. This one is very reminiscent of making a pouch. So you just basically have two pieces for this one. An exterior, which is a vinyl. It's like a faux leather. And then this one I got from Wonderground. And this is the smoothie stuff. I know there's a name for it, but I'm going to call it smoothies. It's a smoothie. And I'm just going to take half of the zipper tape, and you're going to put it face down. And I went ahead and did tape. It just says to clip it, but I like the tape a little bit better. And we're going to just sew this. We're going to baste it on at an 1/8 inch. Not enough. It's true. I think I only had 2, Beth. I'm going to have a couple more, so I don't do the same thing. I have to say, I made this before, and I like your version with raw edges. You know what's funny is the raw edge one is a lot sleeker than the one that I turned. Like, the edges are much smaller because there's not that turned extra seams in there. We should try this one with cork, right? Maybe, maybe. All right, let's do it. 1/8 inch basting. Because Saya used to get frustrated with me because she'd say, okay, baste it. I'm on, what's the seam allowance? She'd say, it's always an 1/8 inch. And then the next time she'd say, baste it. I'd say, what's the seam allowance? So it turns out basting means 1/8 inch. And I suppose you could just do the 2 layers together to begin with, especially since it's taped. But I think I've gone off the script enough. Oops, my earring just popped off my ear for one day. I created a trend. Yeah, let's all make raw edge groovy cases and compare. one-handed sewing. What could I say in that? I'm getting crazy. I'm getting wild and crazy. All right, I should read the directions just in case. Nah, it's fine. We're gonna sandwich now the zipper inside of this. Am I tired today? I guess a little bit. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy tired. Does that count for anything? I put tape on this just because yesterday I was having a hard time getting these two layers together right. So I'll probably do tape and clip. So I'm just gonna put right sides together this time, you guys, instead of wrong sides together. Oopsie poopsie. That's not working very well. Right sides together, zipper in between, and then we're gonna go around at 1/4 inch. Okie dokie. And the part that I had a problem with this is these curves. The one I did yesterday, it felt like my lining fabric was stretching a lot and my exterior wasn't. So when I got to the very bottom of this, they were so not the same. And I was worried about it, but it actually got all hidden in the binding because we box and bind in a minute on this one, just like little strips of it. And all of that got hidden. So today I used this smoothie stuff from Wonderground, and it's not stretching as much as the cotton I used yesterday. That's going to Sarah. Sarah, the Taco Tuesday from yesterday is all yours if you seriously want it. I will mail it to you, although I'm terrible at mailing things. Ask Kat. She won one of our raffles, and it seriously took me a month to mail it to her. I'm so terrible. I don't have a whole mailing system like Kasaya does. Okay, sorry, this does take me a hot second, which is why I put the zipper on before, because I figured nobody has time for that. Ain't no one have time for that. My hubby is doing a lot of building for me. I've got a small space, and he's making a folding cut. Oh, that's so cool. I'm actually finally getting ready to figure out how to make half of this basement into a more permanent sewing area. And after traveling to all these states and seeing all these sewing rooms in person, I got some great ideas, so I think I'm ready to do it. That's half the fun. Meeting, well, that's actually all the fun. Meeting people in their own homes and seeing all the different spaces people have, because some people have a massive space and some people have small spaces, but they make the same exact bags, guys. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, watching while making Oreo chocolate chip cookies. Kim, I like Oreos and chocolate chips and cookies. Oops, I started clipping a part that wasn't stuck yet. I was too busy reading comments. Okay. Basting in my book is anything smaller than the seam allowance. Yeah, I guess that's probably true, right? Doesn't matter as long as it's covered in your next seam. I know, Jackie's getting ready to revamp it. She's gonna work it. All right, now I'm going around and I'm doing a 1/4 inch seam on this one. So here we go. My pedal's really loud. It goes, I'm sure you can hear it. I guess I need to get under there and figure out what needs oiled. So fabulous seeing rooms on Sewing the States. Yes, so many fabulous sewing rooms. I think we can all agree that Sonia's knocked us away. That was incredible. I really like Danielle's. Danielle has so much natural light coming into hers. And it was all on wheels, and she totally, you know, did it different for us, but then hers is all against the wall. You can go look and see what I mean, but I also really like the smaller ones because that's more what I'm going to have to do with this little space is a little smaller, trying to figure out how to fit it all in. So that was helpful. Okay, so if I've done it right, ha ha ha, then the next thing I need to do is I need to turn it and top stitch it. Should I trim? No, because there's a zipper there. See, I had to think about that. Hi, Gabriella.
Hi.
Guess what? Mo's on here.
Huh?
Mo's on here. You want to say hi to Mo?
Sure.
She can hear you if you just say, hi, Mo.
Hi.
Mo, she's saying hi to you. And I think Natalie might have been on here. I'm not sure. But anyways. Okay, have fun. You making dragons?
Yeah.
If you want to show us one of them, we'd love it.
Okay. Which one?
One of the ones with the eyes moving. Okay. I'm going to kind of try to smooth this all out here. Back in the days of my little sister being a model, she would have me make her an outfit looking like something she'd seen in a photo, and she liked my version better. That's actually really cool. Okay, Gabriella, we're gonna take a quick break. Gabriella's gonna show you dragon she just made.
Oh, okay.
Check out the eye. She's figuring out how to make eyes move. It's a puppet.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to see the comment.
Okay. Howdy, Karen. Mo says hi, Gabriella. Annette says that's incredible. Ooh, that's a great puppet. I agree. She's coming up with these on her own.
Thank you.
We're gonna hang some shelves in her room because we have a whole box of them sitting here. They want to see it again.
Oh, okay. I have another moving eye one.
Do you?
That'll...
Okay.
The blinking one.
Oh yeah, here. Show them again.
Okay. How I moved it is, it's on my finger like that. I just move it around like that. I don't know how to explain, but the eye opens inwards, so I just put the eye through.
Did you figure that out yourself?
Kind of, yeah.
You're kind of cool.
Thanks.
Cool. Thank you for showing us.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing this summer. She is in her room drawing things and then taking breaks to make puppets. No, it's not cardstock. It's just regular printer paper. She keeps coming to the printer and taking big stacks of paper, and I'm like, you know what? Have at it. I think it's a great use for paper. She has a few things she has to do each morning in the summer, and then the day is free for her to do whatever she wants. Oh, show that one too. One more.
I don't want to...
Just one more.
Would it be fine?
Mm-hmm. That'll be fine.
Okay, I have a blinking one.
She just made this one yesterday.
Yeah.
Isn't that so cool?
Working
I know. She could totally teach kids at an art camp or something, couldn't she? She taught Bryce and I how to make our own dragon puppets, what, about 2 months ago or something? And it took hours. Hours. Yeah, sure, bring mine. Okay. She's going to get mine. You can see my puppet. And I was impressed. And she taught step by step really carefully. Okay, I just need to trim my, my zipper tape is going slightly beyond, and so I'm just going to trim it. She should do a takeover and teach us. Would you guys want to do a takeover with a dragon puppet? Gabriella, you should do that. Oh, she wants to show you. This is the one that I made. She sat there at the kitchen table and taught us how to make it step by step. So this is mine. This is before moving eyes were a possibility. What do you think? I was trying to do like kind of cherry blossoms. Rawr. Thanks, Gabriella.
Yeah.
I always laugh. We come from my kids come from a family of artists. You know, I'm into music. My husband's a graphic designer. Gabriella's in her room doing art all day. It's a miracle we get anything else done. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to top stitch this guy. Pink dragon is so cute. Thank you. She was very patient with us too. And if we would try to go on to the next step, she's like, you need to wait. I'm like, yes, ma'am. Yes, Annette. Excuse me, ma'am. You're a bag maker now too. Am I though? I mean, I still feel a little silly. Like I'm just pretending. Okay, I'm just going a little slow so the curves look, the one I made yesterday that Sarah's gonna have, this curve right here, the second curve is where I just didn't turn it at the right rate and I almost went over to the zipper. Yeah, it's a little better. This faux leather that I'm using is so soft. I wish I remember where I got this one. Probably size closet, honestly. Okay. So, what you should have at this point is your zipper around there. Your inside is here. And we're gonna go ahead and put the zipper on and baste the end of it so it won't come off. Jane, my 15-year-old granddaughter is so precise in what she makes and draws. She's going to be a vet. That's really cool. My little sister is a graphic designer. Oh, that's so cool. Look at all these little artists. Hello from Ireland. Oh, I'll tell her you love her. Gabriella. Oh, she can't hear. She is into listening to music a lot now, which I think is adorable. She has great taste in music. She's always a DJ in the car. I enjoy her music a lot, but she'll have headphones listening to music. So she can't hear me. I don't know why she doesn't want to sit there listening to me talk to myself. I mean, that's fun. Sorry, my zipper is having an attitude today. Come here, little guy. No attitudes. Oops, way off. Just a minute. I was actually trying to get her into some kind of art camp this summer. Her big thing that she likes to do is to animate. She spends a lot of time animating. Her latest thing is to make countries into people. I don't know if she'll show you guys, but she's got quite the little imagination and she likes to do comics and animations. So I was going to try to find her some kind of animation camp, but she's not quite ready to like go away from home. I think that's a little too freaky. Maybe next year when she's a little bit older. Maybe she can take her mom with her. That won't be embarrassing at all. Woo, sorry, I don't know what's happening. I usually can put a zipper on in 2 seconds. And it's a combination of the way the material is trying to pull away from me and the flimsiness of this tape. Like it just keeps folding in on itself. Huh? Got it, okay. Oh, that was painful. Okay, so here we go. Mo says she's an awesome illustrator. She is, right? Or animator. She's working on it. She's so far self-taught, but I feel like if someone could teach her some more, the ins and outs, I think she might actually be able to have a go at it. She's very creative. Okay, I'm just basting across the edge of the zipper real quick so that as we mess with these next steps, it doesn't accidentally come undone. Because I need to turn it out. I need to turn it inside out. And I need to burn it now. Burn, baby, burn. What did I do with my lighter? I don't know. But it spits out fire. Okay. Here we go. So you got your zipper on, your zipper pull on. It looks like this. And then we're going to turn it inside out to bind and box these corners, and then we're done. Okay, so it's going to look like this. I'm going to go ahead and bring that back in a little bit. Okay, so now I've got it inside out. My zipper's still on. First thing I'm going to do is line up these two tabs here, and there's 4 layers of it. And I'm going to baste across just to attach these together real fast before binding. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to use today this fold over elastic. Okay, and I'm just going to cut bigger than what I need, just a little bit bigger than what I need. As you can tell, it's very precise measurements. Okay, slightly bigger. And then I'm going to put this little binding on, like this, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, and now I'm going to sew this on at 3/8. Suppose you could do a quarter, but I'm crazy. I'm hoping to catch the back. If I don't, I'll just go do a double stitch. My binding likes to shift a little bit. Okay. Yes, I caught the back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go trim, trim, and just for kicks, I'm going to just burn. I don't know if that does anything, but I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, now I'm just going to box these corners. Hi, Nathan Ramirez. Okay, now I'm just going to go like this, box this corner. Doesn't matter which way this goes as long as you do it the way on both, okay? So I'm going to clip that together first. Hi, Teddy. Poor Teddy. Teddy's been licking his paw incessantly for 2 months, causing it to bleed, causing all sorts of things to happen. So we finally took him into the vet, thinking they were going to give him a cone of shame. We tried wrapping it. We tried everything. He will not stop gnawing at his paw. And he's got a growth. So it's a non-cancerous tumor in between 2 of his little toenails, toes, I don't know what they're called for dogs, in his paw. And that's what he's been gnawing at. So he has to be sedated and go under and have surgery. But then he'll feel better. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I boxed the corner, I basted it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of this. I'm gonna go la la la, la 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 la. Okay, and I got this fold over elastic from Kasaya. Because that's what I do. And she has a lot of colors, I think. I need to get more colors. I'm actually almost out. I only have a couple neutral colors. I'm all out of my black. I'm all out of my white. Just terrible, isn't it? Okay, I'm just folding this binding right on top, and I'm gonna do the same thing I just did to the other part. I'm gonna sew that on at anywhere from 3/8 or 1/4 inch. Wherever you want that you think you can catch the front and the back. I meant to watch, I know Barbie had a video today and I meant to watch it. I'll have to go back and watch it. Does anyone see it? I love her. Poor Teddy. Maybe. We thought it was some kind of an allergy thing. That's why we took him in. We thought there was something going on, but they found a growth. See, he's back here chewing on it right now. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna box this corner now, and the only thing I'm gonna be careful of for this one is that this fold right here, since I have it going that way, I'm gonna make sure it's going the same direction. Oh wait, no, I have it going that way. The same direction so that I don't get some kind of funky pucker in the bottom of it. So I'm gonna line that up, fold over. I'm gonna base this together and then bind that. And then we're turning and burning all. Turning and burning. Thank you, Jane. I know, it makes us nervous actually to have him go into surgery, but it'll be okay. They'll clean his teeth and do his nails while they're at it because he's so jumpy and just bites at people when they try to do things to him. He has what they call extreme dwarfism. And so his hindquarters are very sensitive. And so if anyone tries to touch him in certain like parts of his hips or whatever, he'll nip at you. Now we all know, so he never nips at us because we just don't bother him there, but it's hard to get anything done for him. All right, I'm gonna trim this down. You caught the very end of Barbie's live. She was literally saying goodbye. That is the very end, isn't it? That's funny. Yeah, I was hoping to see her live, but I will go on and watch it. I like her voice. It's very calm and soothing. Okay. Oh, Teddy found something better to do. He just left. Bye, Teddy. That's right. I got it from KK. Kasai's Closet. KK and the CO. Oops. Gotta lift my needle up, don't I? Okay. Here we go. Last binding, and then we're turning, we're burning, we're churning out the bags. 3 down, 1 more, and I don't know what else to write with that. Boom, boom, trim, trim a little bit more. Burn, burn, clip and turn. Burn, burn, clip and turn. This is the Taco Tuesday by Kaya Papaya. It's a glasses case. And this is bag 3 out of 4 of glasses cases that we're making. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh wait, I gotta poke this out a little bit more. And then I can say dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Taco Tuesday. Let's see if it works. Well, I love it. All right, so if you're just getting here, we made the glasses case by Made for Mermaids, which just goes slippity-doo-dah. Then we made the Groovy case, glasses case, by Spencer Ogg. Both those two are free. Done. No, wait, that's not the one we made today. How embarrassing. We made this one. Dun, dun, dun. Boom. Then we just made the Taco Tuesday. Boom. Oops, they just fell out. They went sliding out. That was funny. Okay, there's our 3 cases. You guys want me to do one more, or do you want me to go over it? The last one is the prism case. How far are we on time? We have 1 hour and 20 minutes. Do you think I can get the next one done in 30 minutes? You guys want me to keep going or stop? I think we should just keep going. And if you need to go, go. If you want to stay, stay. How about that? Yeah, two free today. That's always fun to do free patterns, right? Okay, I'll put those over there. All right, everyone just keep going. Let's do it. This is the one where I am gonna have to look at directions. This was one that made me nervous, and then when I actually did it, it was okay. It wasn't the worst. So let me get my pieces out for this one. None of these have very many pieces. So this is called the Prism Glasses Case. And this is by Oh So Gecko. Oh So Gecko. And what we have for this is we have an outer layer, an exterior. I'm here until you're done with the fourth. Okay, Julie, you and me, let's do it. I did cork for this one. I got this cork from, help me out, her name's Jess. And she sells lots of cork. And she has brown hair. And I met her at SME. And her name of the company is, someone will know, okay? So I got that cork from her. So many creations. Okay, thank you. And on the back I have Decoville Heavy, and you put it in these places here, leaving a space between because that's where the bag is going to fold, because it's going to fold over like this. And so there's spaces there. So that's all been done. Decoville Heavy on the back. The interior, I'm just using canvas. I didn't even interface it because I don't think it needs it. Maybe the joke's on me and it needed it. I don't know. I have a magnetic snap that I'm going to use some antique brass that I got from KK Closet. No, wait. Kasai's Closet. You don't need to see closet twice. And then I have these 4 pieces, which are going to be the side gussets. This part right here was the part that I did and then had to really think about it and go back and figure it out and undo it and do it again. And I think I have it right, but if I'm teaching you wrong, forgiveness is always appreciated. All right, let's do it. And I will get this out of the camera because I know that this one's not a free one. Once again, this is by Oh So Gecko. And I'm not sure a great way to do this where I can see it, but I'll just kind of come in front of the camera every once in a while. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place my magnetic snap first. And I'm going to be doing the male portion on the interior. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my center of the interior, or the lining. What is it called? Interior or lining? Or interior lining? I don't know. And I'm going to measure down from my middle spot there. And I'm going to make some markings. And I really do need my silver pen, don't I? I had it, and then I don't have it. Oh well. We'll have to do without. Hopefully this other one will show up on it. Here's the hoping. Can I see it? Barely. Well, shoot. This will be interesting. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. I always would think, what's the... Huh. Sometimes, don't you have to just like feel it over and over again and see? I think that's the exterior. Or the right side of it. I think I didn't get enough tape. Oh, I needed more tape on that other one, I forgot. All right, so if that's the, well, there's a non-shiny side and a shiny side. You know what? Nobody cares. Just make a decision. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm gonna put my little washer in here. Everyone's saying to go. All right, we're gonna do this. Oh, the side that marks is wrong side. I have no idea. I've made a decision and I'm moving forward with my decision. One side is kind of shimmery and the other side is very not. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I have my magnetic snap here. Put some tape over it. Beep, boop. Beep and boop. Okie dokie. Next, I am going to put a tag here. Now, let me show you, if you're just joining me, this is what this one's gonna look like. It's a prism case, and I put this too high up, and I didn't know it till it was all done. You can see it's all the way up. In fact, I had to trim part of it off. And so there's a marking they give you. They say to put the magnetic snap on the lining, and then they said use the same marking for the tag. So I did the marking and I put the tag up from that marking, and I think what they meant was center the tag on that marking. So I'm gonna try centering my tag this time rather than putting it up. Oh, where'd my tag go? Well, maybe not. What tag was I using? Oh, I was using the one that said handmade. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just grab another one. Got these awesome handmade cork tags from, you guessed it, Saya's Closet. She probably got them from Heartwood and Hyde, honestly. Huh. Well, I can't find any. So, what can I use instead? Oh, they're there. That's crazy. I had one laying out and I had tape on it. But that's okay. Let me grab some tape and we'll stick this tag on. There's a Made with Love. Yep, I made this. How about handcrafted? That'll work. Handcrafted. Okay, so I'm going to try centering it on the mark rather than putting it above the mark. And we won't really know. Well, I guess we could kind of fold it and see, can't we? Let's do it. Oops, I should have marked my center. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Doing it now. Okay. Bada bing. Bada boom. That's my center. Oops. That's funny. I missed. And you want to put it, even though it's like this, you want to do it so it's facing the edge that has a little bit more shape to it. Susan, scratch each side with your fingernail. If a mark shows up, it's the wrong side. Okay, I'm going to try that in just a minute. I wonder if I had it wrong. Okay, this time I've centered it on my marking instead of putting it above my marking. So when I fold it, it will be like that. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, let me sew this on and we can keep moving. Sorry for that little pause there while I found a new tag. That's okay. Oops. Well, it worked. I'm on the wrong side. Glad to know it. It's too late now. All right, so the scratching test does work. I'm here to tell you right now. What's funny? Okay, I'm just pulling my threads through. You can turn the snap around, you still have time. Oh, I guess I can, can't I? But Rose, that's extra steps. You know what? I'm gonna hold to it. I'm gonna use my wrong side. And I did raw edges on my other one. I just think I'm gonna put my own twist to everything I do today. What should I do in this one? I know, the squeak on my pedal and my chair. Both my pedal and my chair make a lot of noise. I'm gonna have to figure something out with that. All right, doot doot, doot doot. So I have my outside doot doot. Just have an M&M? Thank you, I think I will. Okay, there you go. Okay, next up. Oops, sorry, my chair. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna draw a line on the bottom, and I'm going to try to measure up to it. Yesterday when I did my practice one, I actually had to take some of the Decaville Heavy, oops, that was silly, off because there wasn't enough space to fold up to that line. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do today. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't quite make it. So here's my line, all right? And this is supposed to fold up to that line. And do you see? It doesn't. And so I'm gonna do what I did yesterday. I'm gonna peel off the very edge of it, which I know you're not supposed to do. But if I don't do this, it won't match the lining. And then the fold won't quite be right. It's very serious, you guys, okay? Wow, yesterday it came out much easier. I must have really adhered this better today. M&Ms make everything okay. It's true. It's a sunglass case. I think it's fine. Yeah, right? Does it matter? It's fine. Well, it's kind of messy. All right, so I'm just gonna trim a bit off of that so that when I fold it, oh, Rose, I'm dying to know how the trip to Korea went for your son and your son and your husband for his graduation trip. I bet that was amazing. Yep, that did the trick, you guys. That was enough. Okay, so now I'm going to fold it up. Can you guys see that? They want me to do this too. Okay. So I'm going to take the lining, wrong side up or right side up, depending on how you're doing it. And you're going to fold the bottom to that edge too. So we have to do it with both pieces. Yep, yep, yep. So I'm going to use tape so the fold stays. Ah, don't you hate it when the tape comes all the way off? Well, that was a mess. Let's try that again. If I could find my silver pen, I would be able to see on this. Okay, so both pieces, we just have to prepare. It's kind of the same idea as that other one we did, where we have to just make sure that that edge is gonna be finished. Even though on the other one I did, it ended up being the only edge that was finished because of the way I sewed it. It's fine. Nobody cares. Okay. It was amazing. They brought me a lot of gifts. Oh, that's awesome. Korea's incredible. I went there, oh, I don't know. I actually think it was my first or second year teaching. My brother and his wife lived there, and they flew me out for Christmas break. And so I went to go visit them for Christmas. Oh, it was so fun. They lived in Seoul. My sister-in-law's from Busan, but we didn't go down there. Okay, so I've got my bottom edge folded here. All right. Now I'm going to go right sides together. Okay, and I'm going to clip in place. Right sides together, people. It's very serious. Can't be making the same mistake on this one. I don't think it would work on this one. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Okay, I've got my right sides together. All right. Is this paper situation okay the way I'm doing it? Okay, so now this is where I'm going to fold up this bottom one so that it's going to meet the lining side. And this is why I had to tear away a little bit of the Decaville Heavy, is because I don't know if I just measured wrong both times, if I just, you know how sometimes when you use the heat press, things shift a little bit? So I tried to make it not shift this time, but it probably did again. So now I'm just folding this so that it is even to my lining, which is really easy to see when you have them clipped together, which is probably why they don't have you fold them both first. You fold one, you clip them together, and then you just fold the outer to match the lining. Ooh, that was nice. That was real nice. So now I have these two bottom edges that are both, that one's folded and that one's folded. All right. Okay. Next, I'm going to sew all these sides here, okay? All the way around, okay? But I'm not going to sew this bottom part up yet. Same thing as the other one. We still have to fit that other magnetic thingy thing into it, okay? Snap. Attachment. Hi, Marilyn. We are making 4 glasses cases today. We've already made, I forgot to sew the cork side. What do you mean? Was I supposed to do something that I missed? Did I miss something, you guys, before I go on? I have someone saying I forgot something and that things shift. Oh, yeah, things do shift. Okay, well, I think I'm okay. All right. I am going to go ahead and sew around. Oh, okay, gotcha. So far, so good. You never know with me. Do you like my pedal? Wants to be heard. Oops. Need to go back one. Yes. Okay. Now this next part, you are going to trim corners. Okay, this corner trim, this corner, and that corner. But you are not going to trim down here. You're going to go up a little bit and then come in and trim around all of it. You're going to leave that bottom part at the full seam allowance. But everything else can be trimmed up. I love the feeling of cutting cork. It's so satisfying. Why is that? Okay, so I'm coming down here and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna leave that. So you end up having these two little, like little wing things on here, okay? So next what we're gonna do is we are gonna turn these. I love the instructions. It says turn them inside out, being careful not to wrinkle these too much. But I don't know how to do that. So I just go for it like a crazy woman. Are you ready? It's almost like, do you just do it fast and then it wrinkles less? Or I don't know, guys. Hurry, hurry. It's like the 30-second rule, right? Ah. Okay. Get my fingers in there. And get my handy dandy stick of love. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of mess these seams with my fingers a little bit so that they're rolled in a way where the cork is going to be the same as or hung over the back a little bit. Okay, like that. Sorry, give me just a minute. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this portion that has the magnetic snap on it. I used heavy rose. No, Did I? I used heavy. Uh-huh. And it looks fine. It doesn't look janky once I turned it, I don't think. So what I'm gonna do is this part that has my tag and also the part that has my snap, I'm gonna fold it. It says you can measure it or just fold it. I'm gonna fold it. I'm gonna mark where this fold is. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna draw a line from marking to marking. Except I can't see my other marking. Good job, me. Oh. Yeah, when you're trying to use a purple pin inside a purple graphic, it doesn't work very well, does it? All right, so I'm gonna go marking to marking. I'm gonna draw a line, and then I'm gonna do a stitch across that line to just reinforce that fold a little bit. So there's my line, and I'm gonna go ahead and sew across that. I'm gonna go ahead and use like a longer stitch length, so it's more of a top stitch look. But I am going to back stitch at the very beginning. You know what I haven't checked in a long time, guys, is my bobbin. I'm on my 4th case. Guess it's not a lot of sewing though. Okay, so I've just stitched across that. Now the directions say you can do that for each fold if you want to. I only did it for this one on the first one I did, and it was fine. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that for this one too, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna top stitch around just this top flap. This is now considered from the stitch to the end is considered the top flap. And now we're just gonna top stitch around the remainder of that top flap. Okay, so I've top stitched around the top flat. It's white thread, so I know you can't really see it, but I was trying to use a color that would look good with all the fabrics. Turns out white wins. All right, so now we're on to the next step. And the next step is attaching this magnetic snap on the outer part. Oh my gosh, you guys, what did I do with my magnetic snap? Did I eat it? Let's eat an M&M and think about it. I really needed to put all my stuff in a little bowl, didn't I? Found it. Okay. Now this part, you're just gonna fold this up where it would naturally fold, okay? And you can feel it right here because that's where in between where I attached to Takeover Heavy. And then you fold it again, all right? And wherever this naturally lands, I'm gonna do the same thing I did on my other one. Ooh, I see a problem here. My stitching's coming out of the side. I'm just gonna do something really quick. If it's ugly, I can take it out later, but I just put a little extra stitch there. Okay, I'm going to color the pokey outy part. Okay, and hope this works again. So I'm just gonna go fold, fold, and then wherever this naturally goes down, oops, it's a little off center, just a minute. I'm gonna try it one more time. It just got a little bit off. Okay. Center it. Center and smash. Yeah, okay. It worked. There it is. Do you see it right there? Okay, so I'm just gonna go between these two layers here, and I'm gonna attach my next part of my magnetic closure. Once again, this is the Prism eyeglass case by Oh So Gecko or Gecko Sewer. Okay, great, great, great. And this is going to be a little tougher because I'm not just going through cork, I'm going through Deckerville Heavy. So I might have to get out the blade for this one, we'll see. It might be okay. I'm not going to worry about putting an extra Deckerville on this one because it's actually on Deckerville. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. It's fine. I'll fold this down. You get so nervous with a seam ripper. Do you? Annette, do you use a blade? Do I do it a crazy way? I know one of these days I'm gonna poke that seam ripper right in my hand, I'm sure. Not today. All right, I need to cut one more piece of tape to cover the hardware. And I went to my garage, the only thing I could find was this white Gorilla tape. Couldn't find old-fashioned duct tape. Do I make you guys nervous with a seam ripper? Was I doing it crazy? Okay. All right. Ooh, I need to smash that down a little bit more. Get down. There you go. Get down, get down, get biddy-doo. Okay, I've got that all tucked away and happy. Okay. All right, now I'm going to clip this open edge right here together. Well, it says clip, I'm just gonna hold it. And I'm gonna go ahead and top stitch it like that. Choop. Choop. Change my stitch length real quick. Move my extra stuff out of the way. I have this shelf by the window and I'm just throwing things in it. That works. All right, I'm just gonna burn some threads I have over here. Because this is the side the stitches are coming out just a little bit. Okay, so I've, I've stitched that close. This is all top stitched around. I have a magnetic snap here and I have one here. So right now, if I closed it, it looks like a finished product, right, from the front, but we just have to close in the sides now. That is the next spot. Are we ready? Okay, the first thing you're going to do with these is you're going to top stitch just the top edge only, and that's just for decorative purposes so it looks the same as the other pieces when we're done. So I'm just going to take my top edges really quick. I'm not even worried about back stitching because the sides are going to be caught into something. Thank you, Glinda. That's so nice. I remember when Kasaya cut her finger on her blade on a live. Oh, really? I didn't know she did that. Yeah. I'm probably not to be trusted with super sharp things, honestly. After my bagel cutting incident. You guys remember my bagel cutting? That was not my best moment. Okay, I'm just taking them all. I'm just sewing across the top real quick, and then we're gonna attach them on the sides. And I told Kasaya yesterday, she was going somewhere, and I said, I just want someone to come and cut this stuff out for me and then tell me the directions one at a time so I don't have to think. Because if we're gonna be honest, that's how I've done most of my sewing, right? Either on a live with her telling me what to do, or at these Sewing the States where people like cut things, show up, and they just tell you step by step. I'm like, I have to cut it, I think about it, prep it, and then I have to actually read the pattern and figure it out. Oh, she just laughed at me. She's like, yeah. So yesterday, this is the pattern that I was struggling with, and it was this next step. I couldn't figure it out from the picture at first, but I sat and looked and looked and looked, and I sewed it incorrectly to begin with. I ripped it and I fixed it. So let's do it. I feel a little better about it today. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get, these are cut as opposites. So these two right here are exactly the same. Their shapes match up, okay? This one right here does not match up, it's opposite. So you're gonna get two opposites. Remember Paula Abdul, opposites attract, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're going to put the long straight edge up against this top flap. See if I can get that in the camera better. So long straight edge, and I'm gonna go right where my stitching is for the top flap, and I'm going to clip it right there. Mirrored, that's the thing, that's what it's called. Thanks, Annette. I'm all opposites. Mirrored. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. I'm gonna take my long edge, but in order to do the long edge, I have to flip it, and it goes underneath, and it's gonna go all the way at the bottom of the case. So this one is butted against our flap, and this one is butted to the bottom. Tell me if I need to change the camera for this part. Okay, so that's what I have so far, and I'm gonna go on the other side and do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna find the edge that goes against it. Hi, Gabriella.
Hi.
How's your apple?
Good.
Good. Okay, so far I haven't sewn these on, I'm just clipping them. And these are called the gusset pieces, all right? Okay. Now what I'm going to do, oh, see? I think I didn't leave a gap yesterday for folding. That's what it was. Sorry, this is me just seeing. Since I messed up yesterday, then I think I fixed it. I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so I'm actually supposed to leave a little bit of a gap at the top. That's what I'm, sorry, I wasn't frozen, but I'm just coming down a little bit. It says to leave a little bit of a gap at the top. Okay. Okay, there you go. I bet I need a gap here too. So rather than all the way to the edge, like I said, leave a little bit of a gap. Okay, that actually makes sense as to what happened yesterday. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to stitch all the way down here, 1/8 inch, and all the way down here, 1/8 inch. And I'm gonna do it from this side, so it'll be a nice top stitch, and just making sure that these stay on there, okay? So just down the sides, and that will be attaching this. It will also be giving us a nice top stitch on the outside. Looks like I put my clips upside down. That drives me crazy, but that's okay. Okay, side number 1 done. We're almost done, guys. We're attaching this, and then we have to finish up these little tabs. This is home stretch of the home stretch. This is like double home stretch, because this is the last bag, so that's a home stretch, and it's the ending, our case, not a bag, and the ending of it. Hence, home stretch of the home stretch. There will be no turning, there will be no burning, there will be stretching and snapping. Oops, I just did something crazy. Pulled it too hard. Let me just rethread that. Okay, so these are attached. These are attached now, all right? And the back is all top stitched. Let me just rethread this really fast. Yeah, it really did take me a hot second yesterday to understand this next part. This is the part where I sewed wrong and had to redo it yesterday. So, okay, we can do this. To work myself up. So here's what we do. For this part, we're going to be attaching these tabs. See this little part right here? We're going to be bringing it down. Let me do it first and then, so that it is parallel and matched up with the edge of the bag, and we're going to sew across the tab. We're going to do the same thing for this side, okay? But if I fold it all the way over, it goes up and over, which is what I did yesterday. I sewed across this part and I had these tabs hanging off. That was so silly of me. But you want to bring the tab down like that and sew the tab. And and the thing does say you may have to squish it and clip it, but I found that just manhandling it with my hands ended up being my best guess, or my best way to get it in there. So here we go. So hopefully you guys can see this part. Like I said, this is the part yesterday that I didn't understand. The tabs were supposed to be, what's it called? Even with the edge. Okay, can you guys see that okay? Did you do the bag with a zipper? Yes, I did. The Taco Tuesday. This is Kaya Papaya. And we already did that one. Bam. This is our last one, guys. We're gonna sew some tabs, sew up the last seams on these gussets, and then we'll have a party. Okay. I wish I could get the camera on the other side, so I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do my best to get that even. And if the stars align, then the stitching on the tabs will match your top stitching in the back. It did, it matched perfectly. Yes, okay, so there's one tab that's sewn on. You can see the tab like that. So now I'm going to do the same thing to this side. I'm gonna pull this tab until I can get it even, and I'm gonna sew that tab on. Can you see that okay? And this is the most fumbly part for me. So I apologize for my fumbly. It's hard to know how far to pull it. Okay. Well, that one twisted just a little bit. I could feel it twist. But it's okay. Okay, so now I have my two tabs sewn on like that. And in just a minute, I'll be pulling this out and attaching that. Okay, so now we're just gonna do the same thing to this side. So right now it just looks like that. I love Saya, but we need more Susan Takeover. I demand more Susan content. You might be the only one. I actually sometimes feel bad that I do too much, because she would not mess this tab up. All right. I just had another M&M, so I'm feeling ready for this finish line here. Okay. For some reason, one side of this is much easier for me than the next side. I don't know if it's just because by the time you do one side, that it's even harder to mess with the bag. So I don't know. And it does say you're gonna have to squish and do all sorts of stuff to make this happen. Squish it. You gotta squish it. Do-do. Do-do-do. Get in there, you little thing. Oh. You guys. It keeps wanting to pull out. Okay, I have an idea. I'm just gonna fold that all the way over. Boop. Boop. I'm just gonna go over it twice. The other thing I did wrong yesterday, because I didn't understand what it was asking me to do, is I actually overlapped them a little bit. So I had the tabs going off and I sewed across the whole bottom like that. And that wasn't right. That wasn't right. No, I enjoy the perfect comedic flair and you not being perfect. I'm good at that. I was stressing all day posting my first, oh, you did your first video today? That's awesome. Wow, you guys are very sweet. I love you too. That's why it's so fun, is because everyone's actually so gracious with me. Very few people are bugged by my imperfection. There are a few, but that's okay. I get it. Okay. If I can get this thing to behave and I can get it under here, we're going to do our last tab. Yes. Okay. So my tabs are not the same distance apart, and this is what I don't quite know, how far to manhandle them over, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I don't think it's gonna matter, but okay, see the space between those two tabs, okay? See the space between those two tabs, not the same at all. And so if I made a couple more, I might understand why and which one's better. But that's why we're practicing. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip these together right here. And remember we top stitched our top part already. So these little tabs are actually already top stitched. But you just pull them out. You tell them to be friends and get together. Boom. And then yeah, So Crafty Liz, everyone go check out her first video. I think that's so cool. Love watching you sew. You make it real. Mistakes happen. Mistakes do happen for some of us more than others. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I've got these pulled out and clipped together, and all I'm going to do is sew across the edge on each one. Okay. Now this is one of those where it's suggested if you want to do edge painting to have a nice finish, if you want to do, there was a couple options. I'm not quite to edge painting in my life, and so I'm like, it's fine. But if you want it to look super finished, then this would be a time to do edge painting. But what I am going to do on this, so I've got this together, okay? I am going to burn the end just to make sure that everything is sealed in there. Since I'm not going to edge paint, I just don't want those little flyaways. Yay! And it suggested actually to burn the edges of all the cork before you sew. I did yesterday, I didn't today. I think I probably just forgot, honestly. Or I could tell you it was a choice on purpose. Whatever you want to hear. I forgot though. Okay, let me do the other one and I'll pop these in and we've got it. This is it. This is the last line of stitching and we have made 4 eyeglass cases. They probably are all supposed to be 15-minute sews. So naturally we are over 2 hours. That's fine. Took these clips off too soon, didn't I? Oof. Sorry, the cork, honestly, as you can imagine, has a mind of its own and keeps wanting to shift. Okay. Oh, you guys. I think we did it. Let me pull these other ones over and we're gonna pop those corners in and let's see what we did. We need trim anymore. Pardon my really messy windowsill that's behind me that you're about to see. But that's where and my dragon is back there. Okay, so here we go. So after you've done this step here, you just go pop, pop, like that. Just push those little guys in, tell them to behave. Oh, see, I can tell by the way they're sitting, the one that had more space, do you remember how one side had more space, is better. So that's correct. It needs to have more space. This side's all bunchy. Okay, well, that's the answer. More space leaves it a little bit better. And when you fold it all up, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so this one is the Prism by Oso Gecko, the Prism glasses case. This one was the Groovy glasses case by Spencer Ogg. This one you purchase, this one is a free one. And we ended up doing raw edges on this one because I made an oopsie and we made it a non-oopsie. I'll probably just go and burn the edges or put some kind of glue on them because I can already see they might go. I think So Crafty Liz wanted this one. Was it you? So that's all hers, made with love. The other one we did was the Taco Tuesday by Kaya Papaya. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, hi, TMI Creations. Phone died. Yep, that happens. And then this is the first one we made that has no hardware. But you just go, you just sew it, turn it, and it's just really easy. This might be a nice, oops, this is the one I made for my practice. Just a minute. this is what I made today. Thank you guys. That was really fun. And that took me way more time in prep and practicing than I want to admit. But it was fun and I loved it. And now I have a million glasses cases. And I have a million glasses, so that works out great. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, you love messy? Good, because this shelf back here is crazy messy. Someday I'll have a sewing room. Right now I have a sewing corner in the basement with M&Ms, papers everywhere. If you look beyond me, there's an entire pile of dragon puppets waiting to be hung up. There's still paper snowflakes all over the walls down here from Christmas my kids decorated. We're just living life. Which one is my favorite? It's a good question. I think I like this one better, the best, as far as like, for what I would use it for. This one's definitely the fanciest, and I would use it for chunky sunglasses. This one here, honestly, is super fun to make, and that one's fun too. But you know what I would do differently, you guys? I would add, on this one, I would add some kind of a thing so that you could put it in a big tote bag and it could be hanging. You know, like a little thingy and a ring and a clip, so it could hang. This one, I actually love them all, I guess. But this style is more me. This one I love too because it doesn't take up a lot of space. And my cheap Amazon glasses are not a big deal. But my real glasses need to be protected, and all my sunglasses are nice, and they need more protection for like this and this. Wow, that was a lot of information. I guess I have no idea. Question, do you get a commission if we buy the pattern of you? Because of you. No, I'm not famous. I doubt people get much business from me. No, I don't get a commission. I don't get any money for doing this. I just am doing it for the love of making mistakes with an audience and eating M&Ms. Yeah, but that's very cute. Love your live, love the pink the best. Yeah, the pink is a good one. Can you put your glasses in these so we can see? Here, really quick. So these are my regular glasses. I meant to bring my chunky sunglasses down. Boom. Boom. Easy. My son says you and Kasaya are famous. So famous. Boom. 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 And wait, sorry. I need my glasses to see so I can put my glasses in. It's really funny. Boom. Yeah, that one's nice. And then this one is fun. This one's fun to make. Because it's very pouch reminiscent. There it is. That's all of them. Did I miss any questions? I love that you make mistakes. You're growing with us. We're all making mistakes. But you know what I have found? Half the mistakes, I just do something else. And it works out just fine. The triangle case, someone likes the triangle one the best. I would say the triangle case is definitely the most high quality, but I don't know if that's just because I used cork on this one and I didn't on the others. Like, I think that if I used, I don't know, I went ahead and I lined this one today so it would be stiffer. The one I made yesterday is much softer because I didn't put any Takeover in it. I'll show you. Oh good, there's tape everywhere, perfect. See how this one is like, that's the same as this one. I lined this one different and used different ones. So I like the way this one came out better than this one, but you just play it in a different key, it comes out. That's right, that's right. Instead of F sharp, I do G flat. It's the same thing with different fingerings. Gabriella, do you want to say anything to the people? Here's Gabriella.
You're awesome.
Oh, she says you're awesome. All right, well, really enjoyed watching, experiment different styles. Good, was that helpful to see like little projects, a bunch of them? Or would you rather that I do one big project? Was that okay? Because if that was fun, I like doing the little nerdy things like this. I mean, bags are great too, but I feel like Kasaya is a queen at bags and I'm a nerd and I'm a queen at nerds. So like notebook covers and eyeglasses cases and whatever. Okay, so I will try to, it was great. We like either, maybe what I'll do is I'll make a bag with a matching glasses case. Okay. All right. I have all the camp counselors singing Side Swag as I hike. That's really funny. That's hilarious. All right, you guys, I might take over again next week if I think of something, because she's not really around next week and I am. So I might do my July takeover right away. This is my June takeover. So you might get more than you asked for. And I might make something up on maybe on Tuesday. Okay. All right. I'm White Sulphur Springs famous. I don't even know what that means. But thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great, great week and a great weekend coming up. And I may see you next Tuesday, possibly, or Wednesday. And peace out. Have a great day.